Hey there. So today we're talking about rock bottom or hitting rock bottom and rebuilding your life. And I'm really, excited to, give you guys this type of perspective on, rock bottom isn't the end, it's the beginning. And just to give you a little preview, we'll talk about some low points I've had, how you can look at your own low points, and also how can you move forward? How can you use this as an opportunity to grow, to rebuild, to really, put yourself in a better position and really change your life. So I'm excited to share with you guys a lot of that type of feedback, perspective, and insight on that. Keep in mind the things I talk about I've gone through personally. I love to help people. I love to spread the word and share it with everyone else. And this year I'll celebrate 4 years of sobriety, and it's my favorite and most proud accomplishment I have. So keep in mind, if you feel like you're at a low point or you feel like you are at rock bottom, I've been there. And that's how you can really start with building your life. Remember, rock bottom is the starting point. So thank you for tuning in. I want you to make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, comment with what you want to see as well, and stay tuned for so much more content every single week. So let's get started. Hey, just wanted to say thank you again for tuning in to my channel. I'm really excited for you to be on this journey with me. I've learned a ton through experience. I've learned a ton through my life, and I've conquered a lot, and I want to share it with you and help you guys change your life as well. A lot of topics we'll talk about will be the sober lifestyle, but also health and wellness and, self-improvement and really ways and tips to change your life. So make sure to subscribe and let's enjoy the ride together. Okay, so let's start with what is rock bottom. So rock bottom is something that it's self-diagnosed. So you have to look at it as something that is the lowest point in your life, that the only way to go is up. The only way to go is to change your behaviors, change your outlook, change on, kick the habits that are really holding you back. Now, when you look at low points, they can be big, they can be small. If you see the small ones, which when I had the small rock bottoms, I had blinders on. I wasn't honest with myself. I wasn't accepting to what was going on. I really rationalized my behavior, and I think back now, and if I was really self-aware of these lower points, I could have stopped quicker, sooner, but it would have been more challenging because I didn't hit the really heavy, hard rock bottoms to lift myself up. And I think that's what I needed to be successful, as weird as that sounds. If I would have tried to get sober with these small low points, I don't think it would have been as successful as hitting a huge low point in my life. So rock bottom, let's look at some of the small points, or the first rock bottoms I had. So the first one, looking back, was my first blackout. I was 17 years old, drank a ton of vodka, don't remember the night, had to be carried home, and I was like, this is the beginning. This was truly a low point, because it was the start of getting this need for alcohol, this need to cope with trauma and not accepting myself or my authenticity. And that was like the first step, right? So that's an example. My second example was, by the time I was 22, I got my second DUI. So I got a first DUI when I was 19, second one when I was 22. In between those two, I got 2 MIPs, minor in possessions. I was, arrested several times. It was, really bad part of my life, and a lot of learning there through college. But that right there is a rock bottom in itself. Having one DUI where you made a mistake once is one thing, but having it continuously happen, continuously be something that you're not proud of or feeling really shameful of, it was a huge red flag in the journey of addiction. And so that was that. And then my third low point, this was the start of a terrible habit and coping mechanism was drinking alone, drinking excessively alone, not eating while I drank, drinking in the morning, and really those types of behaviors. That was really when I was like, this was very clear as this is an issue. The first time I did that was in college. It was around the age of 22, and I didn't end up getting sober until I was almost 30 years old. So that was a behavior I've done for many, many years. And as you know, I'm sure with addiction, with alcohol, it's progressive. So it doesn't get better or manageable. If you have a problem, it just gets worse. So that was kind of the progression from age 17 to 22 to age 30, and it just got worse and worse and worse. So how can it propel you forward? Why rock bottom is important is because it's like a low point, and the only way you can go is up. So when I decided to get sober, I was 29 years old. I had 1 month left until I was 30, and I was like, I'm going to go into my 30s sober, and I'm going to stay sober. And when you evaluate your rock bottom situation, it is so motivating to know that the only way you can go is up. To know that when you give up these demons and you give up this, addiction that is holding you back from everything, from your health and your fitness to your career to professional to financial to whatever you name it, it was holding me back. I'm like, if I give up this one thing, this one demon that is going to be the death of me, literally, if I didn't change it, then I can be successful in whatever I put my mind to, because it would always hold me back. So that was my mindset with it. And I want you to take that mindset with you and run with it. Whether your rock bottom is very big or very small, evaluate your relationship with alcohol or drugs and say, am I doing this for fun? Or is it something that controls my life? Am I controlling it, or is it controlling me? If it's controlling you, then it could be something that you want to get rid of. But if you can control it, more power to you. I couldn't control it. I lost complete control, and it took number one spot over anything, over relationships, over work, over finances, over fitness, over every single thing in my life, and I was done with it. My rock bottom was really the end of this phase of my life, and I could not be more grateful for getting rid of it. So here, I could talk on and on and on about this, but what I want you to do is subscribe to continually get advice, feedback on this sober lifestyle and the sober journey. But all I want you to take away from this is you are not alone. You need to be around the right people, the right group, the right support to help you on this path. And remember that rock bottom is not the end. Rock bottom is the beginning, and I'm here to tell you that you can accomplish great things by using that to move you forward. So thank you so much. Please comment what you liked, what you want to see next, and remember, we're in this together. Have a beautiful day, and stay tuned for much more.